So I'm going to do something so brave that I should be knighted. I'm going to tell the internet why Hyouka is my favorite anime of all time. Unlike other episodes on this channel, I'm actually going to talk a great deal about the ins and outs of Hyouka. I will try to keep this episode short and only reflect parts that can be seen in the first 3. It is Christmas after all, and that is a thing in my family, so I'll try to have this serve as more of a primer for next week. Alright, let's get started on the short episode. There are 4 main characters, listed first name, last name. Hotaro Oreki, Eru Chitanda, Satoshi Fukobe, and Meika Ibara. The anime revolves around Hotaro for the most part. He prefers to conserve his energy and seeks to only use enough of it to get to his goals, and then he stops. He is an unmotivated but gifted processor of information. Note that I said processor of information and not detective. More on that in a bit. Hotaro's best friend is Satoshi. Satoshi is in 3 clubs, including the Executive Committee, which is basically the Student Council, the Sewing Club, and the Classics Club. He is full of energy and excited to jump into practically anything. He also prides himself with how much information he has, calling himself a database. Ibara is a kind girl, unless it involves Hotaro, which she actively mocks. Ibara is in love with Satoshi, but he doesn't return her affections. And yes, he does know that she likes him. Everybody knows. Ibara works in the school library when she isn't in the Manga Society or the Classics Club. There is more to her, but that is in later episodes, so I'll hold off on that for now. Chitanda is a top student. She always scores the highest in exams and has extremely sharp senses of smell and hearing. She is attractive, yet very proper and polite. She acts more like a shrine maiden or a princess than a high school student. She is quick to apologize and makes an effort to be formal in everything she does. All of that is important, not only in the first 3 episodes, but in the entire anime. And this is the part that I want to discuss today. This anime is a slice of life meets drama with a heavy puzzle element. None of the backstory goes to waste, and the puzzles that are solved have the information out in front for you to see. This isn't a puzzle anime where the main protagonist or the crew magically knows something that you wouldn't be able to know, or are extremely unlikely to know. The information is presented, and is fair for you to be able to solve the puzzle. Additionally, the environment is updated when things occur in the timeline, meaning even if it's not relevant in the story, the information is still there. Like the corkboard in the second half of the first episode, or the building outside the window. These things are not shown without a reason. How the characters interact and support each other is another key aspect. Separately, they are functional human beings with personality quirks. Together, they are incredibly good at solving things that no one else, even themselves as individuals, could solve otherwise. Hotaro doesn't have the drive or the knowledge to solve mysteries. Satoshi can't piece the parts together himself, but he has a wide breadth of knowledge. Chitanda gets bogged down in useless details, but has an insatiable appetite for mysteries and is intelligent in her own right. Ibara doesn't have the mind or interest in puzzles, but won't let Hotaro off with a half-baked explanation. However, when Chitanda finds a puzzle and adds her knowledge and senses to Satoshi's, mix in their research capabilities and process all of that through Hotaro, then they start cranking out solutions. Ibara hunts for holes in the theories and won't let a half-thought-out answer stand. They make the perfect team naturally, and the anime never, ever expressly states it. That is the first reason why I love this anime. Everything from the lessons they sit through in class to the way that school is laid out, which corridor is more packed, when and why, where the characters meet, why they meet, and when they meet all have a reason. The world breathes very subtly, and the audience is allowed to observe these things naturally, only being beaten over the head with stuff when they have to know it for the core plot elements to work. That is the beginning of the reason why I love this anime. Like and subscribe for more, and tune in next week for a deeper look into my favorite anime of all time.